Hello, dear viewers of MegaRise. Amid the vast ocean, where the water reaches depths of over 2,400 meters and the seabed lies beyond the reach of most traditional technology, there exists a structure that even engineers approach with caution when speaking of it. At such depths, the concept of a quick fix simply does not exist. If a safety valve malfunctions, if data is misread for just a few minutes, the consequences are not merely economic, they could become an environmental disaster on an international scale. For this reason, Perdido cannot afford to fail, even in scenarios where humans cannot intervene directly. The Perdido oil rig, located in the Gulf of Mexico, is not merely an energy extraction facility. It is a testament to how far humanity has pushed the limits of engineering to reach resources lying deep beneath the ocean floor. For a rig to stand firm, operate smoothly, and remain safe at such depths, it takes more than steel and concrete. It demands a complex ecosystem of technology. And that is the story of Perdido. Perdido belongs to the class of ultra-deepwater oil rigs, one of the harshest environments humans have ever attempted to exploit. At depths of thousands of meters, the water pressure is enough to crush most conventional structures, while low temperatures and strong ocean currents continuously batter the entire system. Instead of being anchored to the seabed like traditional rigs, Perdido uses a spar platform design, a massive vertical structure, with most of its body submerged deep below the surface to provide stability. This design reduces the swaying caused by waves and wind, while also distributing the forces acting on the main structure. The spar platform design is not meant to fight the ocean, but to give way to it. Instead of trying to keep the entire structure afloat on the surface, engineers allow most of the mass to sink deep, where waves and wind have almost no effect. Here, stability does not come from sheer strength, but from a profound understanding of where to take the force and where to avoid it. What is remarkable is that the entire drilling operation takes place more than 2 kilometers above the seabed, a place where humans cannot reach directly. All drilling equipment, safety valves, and pipelines must operate fully autonomously, controlled remotely through a network of sensors and underwater robots. At Perdido, drilling is not just about going deep, it is about drilling with precision in an environment where there is no room for error. At this depth of over 2 kilometers, control signals do not arrive instantly. Every command experiences a delay. This forces the system to make decisions on its own in situations where humans have not yet had the chance to react. At Perdido, automation is no longer a convenience, it is a matter of survival. A single flawed algorithm could trigger a chain of events that no one could intervene in manually. It's not just technology, humans working on the Perdido rig also have to adapt to extreme conditions. Life on a rig in the middle of the ocean is worlds apart from any conventional workplace. Workers must endure long shifts, weeks or even months away from land. They face the constant noise of machinery, sudden changes in weather, and the psychological pressure of working in a high-risk environment. On Perdido, humans are not merely working with machines, they live amid systems where a single false alarm can alter the fate of an entire shift. The pressure doesn't come from physical labor, but from the awareness that every action takes place in a setting that allows no mistakes. This is why experience and discipline on Perdido are valued far more than speed. For this reason, Perdido is equipped with multiple layers of safety systems, from fire and explosion control to emergency evacuation, as well as monitoring the health and living conditions of the crew. Every procedure is standardized to the highest level, because even a small error could have serious consequences. The high salaries of rig workers reflect not only their professional skills, but also the price of placing humans on the fine line between safety and danger, where every workday demands absolute focus. Perdido is a prime example of the bigger and more complex trend in the oil and gas industry. As easily accessible oil fields gradually run dry, humanity is forced to venture into deeper, farther, and more dangerous waters. This has driven major innovations in materials, structures, and control technologies. Subsea pipelines must withstand extreme pressures, corrosion, and temperature fluctuations for decades. Mooring systems need to be flexible enough to adapt to waves and wind, yet sturdy enough to hold the rig precisely in position. Perdido is not just an oil rig, it is a massive engineering complex, where thousands of sensors continuously collect data to ensure everything operates within safe limits. This represents a significant step forward, but it also raises questions about the costs, risks, and sustainability of energy extraction in the future. One of the key factors that allows Perdido to survive and operate steadily for years is data. In an environment where humans cannot directly inspect or repair, data becomes a tool for survival. Millions of data points are collected every day, from pressure, temperature, and vibrations to the performance of even the smallest components. Engineers analyze this data to predict failures before they happen, optimize extraction processes, and extend the lifespan of the entire system. At Perdido, data is not used to report the past. It is used to prevent a bad future. Algorithms are trained to detect the tiniest changes that humans cannot perceive. A slight abnormal vibration or a seemingly harmless temperature deviation can be an early warning sign. Here, data becomes the human senses at the seabed. Problems that have persisted for years, seemingly unsolvable by traditional methods, are now addressed through modeling, artificial intelligence, and big data analytics. In this way, Perdido is not just an oil rig, it is a massive laboratory for operating technology in extreme environments. Looking at the big picture, Perdido is clear evidence of how far humans are willing to go to meet the energy needs of the modern world. It raises profound questions about technology, economics, and the environment, while simultaneously demonstrating the astonishing adaptability of modern engineering. Perdido does not exist because humans are stronger than the ocean. It exists because humans accept that every mistake must be anticipated before it happens. In a world where energy is increasingly hard to access, the lesson of Perdido is not about depth, it is about how humans learn to design for what can go wrong. And that is the story of Perdido. Not just an oil rig in the ocean, but proof that when humans cannot directly reach the harshest environments, knowledge and data replace human senses. Perdido reminds us that the greatest feats are not achieved by brute strength, but by the ability to predict, control, and respect the limits of nature. Like and share the video. See you in the next episode, where every construction is not just built, but tells the story of how humans learn to survive amid the harshest limits of the world.